Hello and welcome back to Dr. Square. This is Dr. Muhammad Awais. After the surprising success of my 15-minute NVivo tutorial video, something interesting happened. I started receiving one-on-one session requests from almost every corner of the world. Graduate students in Africa to PhD students in Europe to researchers in Southeast Asia. Many of you reached out to get assistance on your research projects. And along with that, people asked, can I make a similar beginner-friendly walkthrough for SPSS? So here we are. In this video, we will build and analyze a sample project exactly in the same style we used during the NVivo tutorial. For this training, our practice project is titled Exploring Academic Stress Among University Students. It is simple, imaginary survey project created only for learning purposes, but it will give you the full experience of working with SPSS as if you were running a real survey. By the way, many of you know that I provide one-on-one guidance on NVivo and SPSS and other tools. So if you ever need help applying simple test or more advanced analysis, quantitative or qualitative, feel free to contact me at the email popping up at your screen. If you stay until the end of this video, you will learn everything from entering data into SPSS to running basic tests that you can directly use in your thesis, dissertation or research project. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Now let's get started. As I told you, the title of the project is Exploring Academic Stress Among University Students. ID, first respondent, second respondent, third respondent and so on. Gender, male or female. Age category, these three categories. Education level, intermediate, bachelor, master and PhD. So main subject area of your degree, psychology, education, journalism or business. Whether you stay at the campus or you're a daily commuter. Since starting university, have you ever felt unusually stressed or overwhelmed? No? Yes. Two options. If you scroll down, so this is a latent variable called academic stress. So first statement, I worry that I may fall behind academically despite my efforts. And options are strongly disagree, disagree, neutral, agree and strongly agree. This is the second statement. And then third, fourth, fifth and sixth. So this latent variable is measured by 6 statements. As I told you, it is an imaginary training survey data. It was carried out among university students to understand how different factors contribute to academic stress. In this fictional scenario, students from various programs were invited to participate. Now let's begin the action by entering the data into SPSS. I hope you are familiar with this screen. It's just like a spreadsheet. It is divided into two, variable view and data view. In variable view, we will give information related to our variables. In data view, we will insert all the data that we have related to those variables. So let's go to variable view. First variable is ID. So in name, just write ID. Once you write ID and hit at any blank space, it will automatically create all other values. Next is gender. Third is age category. You can write in full or just write age. Next is education level. You can write this way as well, just edu. Now you can see that ID for ID, gender for gender, age for age and all other. And for this latent variable, I use stress 1, stress 2, stress 3, stress 4. You cannot use spaces here. Next step is this label. So it is only for your own identification. I have filled it. Gender, there are two categories, age category, education level, and then the question statements related to these variables. For example, stress 1. What is stress 1? I worry that I may fall. So I worry that I may fall. It is stress 1. So name is done, label is done. Now this value, which is very important. Values are the groups. For example, there are no group in ID, but there are two groups in gender, male and female. How to define them? So keep it as is because there is no group in gender. Just hit here. Now value and label. You can give 0 to male, 1 to female or 1 to male, 0 to female. I gave 0 to male and 1 to female. And then age category. I gave 1 to the category 18 to 24, 2 to 25 to 30 and 3 to 35 and above that we asked in our imaginary survey. And now I defined values in similar fashion for all variables. And for this latent variable indicators, 1 for strongly disagree, 2 for somewhat agree, 3 for neutral, 4 for somewhat agree and 5 for strongly agree. And be consistent for each indicator of one construct. For example, you should be consistent for all 6. Now let's start inserting the data in data view. So those variables have been created in columns. ID, first respondent. If it is male then 0, if it is female then 1, as we defined in values. Age, if 18 to 24, then 1. By the way, it is easier to insert the data this way. And you can hit here to see the value labels. Male 18 to 20, So hit it back. So education, PhD. 4 is PhD. On stress 1, if the respondent said strongly disagree, then write 1 as we defined in values. And if the respondent said agree, then write 4. Same is the case with other indicators. So this is how we insert the data of first respondent. Now second respondent, and same way you should fill the data. So let's assume we have inserted data of all respondents and there are 560 respondents. And just to make sure, I will see the value labels. It looks good. Now let's go to analysis part. First, I just want to see the descriptives. If you hit here, you will get an option of descriptive statistics. Hit here. So there is no missing value. All are valid. Mod is 1. 1 comes most frequent times. Range is 1. There are 242 males and 318 females. So this is a descriptive statistics of this variable. Now let's get to know about age groups. Right click, descriptive statistics. 383 are from 18 to 24 category, 123 are from 25 to 30, and 54 are 31 and above. It is not an interval or ratio variable, so mean doesn't communicate anything. And you can apply the same to any variable. For example, let's get to know about the first indicator of stress, academic stress. Descriptive statistics. 5 people said strongly disagree, 60 people said somewhat disagree, 201 remained neutral, and so on and so forth. And this is how you can get the descriptive statistics of each variable. Now let's get into some more serious business. As we know that these 6 indicators are part of a construct called academic stress. That's how we theorized. In such scenario, before combining them, we should check the reliability statistics, whether it is reliable to say that all 6 are part of one construct. And for that, go to Analyze, Scale, Reliability Analysis. Here you will see labels. Right click anywhere and select Display Variable Name. And we know 6 of them are part of academic stress. So select all 6. Push to this box, give scale a name. I want to check Cronbach Alpha. There are other tests available as well. So hit OK. So this is the score 0.9. We are good to go. And now it is reliable to say that these 6 are part of academic stress. I said reliable, I didn't say valid. A scale should be reliable and valid as well. And there are many types of validity. One of them is face validity. You can read in research books. Now that it is reliable to say these 6 are part of one construct called academic stress, how to commute them? Go to transform, compute variable, again right click, display variable name, put first variable into this box, plus second, plus third, so all 6, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6, give it a name, academic stress. So hit OK. When you go back to your variable view, you will see academic stress has been created. Data view, you will see the score of academic stress. Now let's see if academic stress varies gender-wise in our sample. Analyze. There are 2 categories, so we will apply t-test. Compare means independent sample t-test. Again, variable name. So test variable. Test variable is academic stress. Grouping variable, 2 groups, male, female. So gender. Now it asks you to define groups. Hit define groups. Group 1 is 0, which is male. Group 2 is female, which is 1. Okay. Continue. Okay. There are some nitty-gritties that you should find yourself. For example, this p-value advises you which p-value here should be read. Anyway, both are less than 0.004, and for close-up inquiry, go to this mean difference, minus 1.12. Why it is minus? Because 0 is for male and 1 is for female. Had it 1 it for male, 0 it for female, it would have been gone, this minus sign. It means females scored 1.12 point higher than males on academic stress. Let's explore next. Now let's explore between different age groups. There are 3 categories, right? So one way ANOVA will be applied. Analyze, compare means one way ANOVA. What is dependent list? It is academic stress. What is the factor? It is age. Hit OK. So yes, there's a significant difference. Now what to do? If there's a significant difference between more than 2 categories, then we will go for post-hoc test. You can recall the recently used dialogue here, one-way ANOVA. Here you will find post-hoc test. There are different post-hoc tests available. You can read each one of them about yourself. For now, let's apply this one. Continue. Okay. Between 18 to 24 and 25 to 30, significant difference. However, 25 to 30 and 35 and above doesn't have any significant difference, 0.909. If your grouping variable has more than 2 categories, then you should apply ANOVA. If you find your ANOVA value less than 0.05, then go for post-hoc test. Don't forget to note down this mean difference. Now residence, there are only 2 categories, right? So t-test. Compare means independent sample t-test. It's not gender, but it's residence. 0 and 1, same. Okay. So there's a significant difference between residential and commuters on academic stress. The difference is 2.1 point. So it means commuters, this group reported 2 points greater academic stress than the residential group. That brings us to the end of this quick SPSS kickstart. You now have the basic skills you need to enter data, check reliability with Cronbach Alpha, compute scales, and run essential tests like t-test and ANOVA. From here, you can easily start exploring the more advanced features on your own. You can find the links to download this dataset and the questionnaire in the description below. And if you ever need one-on-one guidance for your research projects, feel free to email me at the email showing at your screen. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.